Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Community College Week. We are in day 4, and this is our second day of our business and technology programs. My name is Nikki. I'm the recruitment and outreach, and I'm your host today. I do ask that you keep your mics on mute just so that we don't have any feedback during the presentations. But definitely, if you have questions, please type those in the chat. If you're following us on Facebook, please pop those in the comment section. We'll get those questions answered for you. And today, our business and technology programs, we have a bunch of them. So we have CAD and architecture. We have civil and construction engineering, electrical engineering, instrumentation and control, and electronic service tech. So a lot of good information that y'all are going to learn today. And I'm going to hand it over to Christina first, who's going to talk about our CAD and architecture programs.
Hi, everyone. My name is Christina Alvarado. I am the program director of the Architectural Design Construction Technology program and the Computer-Aided Drafting and Design program here at Delgado Community College. I also am the assistant chair of engineering and technology and oversee the civil technology program as well. So if any of you are interested or have any questions, please let me know regarding that program as well. So our programs have a long history with Delgado since Delgado's inception. Drafting has always been a part of the programs that Delgado has offered. We do accept dual enrollment students, and our program is 2 years. Within those 2 years, a student can either major in architectural design, construction technology, or computer-aided drafting and design, or civil technology. Those industries are highly, sought after because of the employment that is found after graduation. Within the 2 years that you're with us, we also have at the very end of the majors a internship component that or a practicum rather component, and also a capstone class in which you will have the opportunity to interact and network with industry folks that may be able to hire you post-graduation. So every semester, of course, right now with the pandemic, it's a little bit different. But every semester, we hold a dinner in which we invite prospective employers to campus to actually meet all of you that are about to graduate. And many of our students have been able to obtain or retain employment at those dinners as well. So we try to, not only bring you from the very the conceptual portion or the introductory portions of the programs all the way through graduation, but then also assist you as much as we can with networking opportunities throughout the years that you'll be with us, and hopefully secure employment for you. If anyone has any questions, definitely put it in the chat box. We'll be more than happy to answer those. And I can be reached via email or via text 504-315-5772 if you have any questions regarding any of the 3 construction related majors that we have at Delgado. And I'll hand it over back to you, Nikki.
Thank you, Christina. Does anybody have any questions? You can unmute and ask those verbally, or you could type those in the chat. We do have some links posted there in the chat too to get some more information from our website if you want to follow up afterwards. And we're linked on our Facebook to the groups for those programs as well.
For those of you that just came in, I just posted a link to our major website that has all 3 of the construction related majors. Like I said, if you are in high school and you're maybe in 10th, 11th, or even 12th grade, and you're looking to do dual enrollment, we do accept dual enrollment students in our programs. If you're somebody who's in the field currently, maybe in a different position, In construction, we definitely will be more than happy to sit with you and see what your next steps are career-wise, in terms of going into the office more so than maybe being out in the field, and definitely assist with networking and placement.
Awesome. All right. Well, if there's no questions, I'll hand it over to Cheryl. If you do have them, you can still type them in the chat and we'll kind of monitor that and answer your questions through the chat. But I'll hand it over to Cheryl to talk about, she's got a couple different programs she's going to talk to y'all about.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Professor Brown. I am the person who is in charge of the engineering and technology. So I am the chair of the department. Today I have some colleagues with me who are going to introduce their programs to you. One is going to be Mr. El Najjar, the other one will be Mr. Macmillan, and then I will introduce two other programs to you that are also under the engineering and technology, which is the architecture design. They're under that, the CAD is under that, and also the civil engineering. So we're all grouped together. So at this time, I will go ahead and turn it over to Mr. Macmillan, and you can have the floor at this time.
All right, thank y'all. Thank you, Ms. Brown and Nikki. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen if I can.
You can.
All right. Well, thank y'all for tuning in today. Appreciate the opportunity to talk about programs. I'm with the Computer Network Technology Department. As you already met Ms. Cheryl Brown, she is our department chair, and I am the assistant chair, so she's my boss, which is working out fantastic. Thank you, Cheryl, for everything you do. So just real quick, I wanted to give you an overview of what CNET's about. Kind of think of network technology as the 21st century mechanics. We troubleshoot, we repair, secure, design, and install networks. And there's no limits to what our field will offer you.
I think he froze up.
Mm-hmm. Okay, he's still frozen. Let me see if I can get him.
In the meantime, while he gets back on, if anyone is interested in visiting our facilities, I know we are currently social distancing due to COVID, but if anyone would like to maybe set up a meeting to come and see our facilities and our campuses, we would be more than happy to accommodate that. And, in any capacity that we can.
Okay. All right. While he's while he's coming back in, so to keep the time, Mr. El Najjar, you want to go ahead and start yours, and we'll just catch back up with Alex. But you want to do that?
Sure. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, well, I can see you. Go ahead.
All right, good. How y'all doing? Thank you for joining us very much. My name is El Najjar, and we're doing electronic servicing technology, particularly on the biomedical field, biomedical tech field. And I have a little presentation here. Let me just share my screen up with the with you guys right there. All right, so for the basically on the servicing technology, we bring you in and we start talking about and introducing all those elements of which we show you how you can, excuse me, put them up together up here, just like this board that you got here. And um, this is what we basically do: install and device electronic equipment, develop into computer services, and accreditations is always there with us. And then for a 2-year program. So what we do here is, um, as I said, we talk about the components, basic components, and then the biomedical right now, the biomedical equipment repair. I'm glad to say that within the last 2 years, we have 100% hiring of our graduates, and they keep asking us for more. So if you guys are going to be interested in that, we would love to see you. Why in biomedical, fastest growing industry in the area? We show you how you troubleshoot equipments, and as in hospitals and clinics, you get to have the shadow and shadow the biomedical techs at different medical facilities. You need to, we show you how you read, diagnose equipment errors. Uh, Really, if you look at the average starting salary for biomedical tech right now, it's in the range of $47,000 for a 2-year program. This is pretty good. And the job there, if you like it and then you last with it, it really is a kind of significant for you to stay as long as you want there. Uh, the shadowing is a class that you will do towards the end of your program. And from there, you get to shadow people how they work at the hospital. And then if they like you, which until now 100% of those facilities, they like our guys, and then they get to hire them even before they graduate. Uh, if you really look around you right now, particularly in the health field, you really find, all kind of buildings, all kind of medical facilities are being built all over town. What you see up here is basically one of the infusion pumps that we have here. We show that to you. And particularly with the equipments, they get to change them once every 5 to 10 years, depending upon the technology being used. Um, and then if you got any questions, please, my cell number is 504-220-5455. Please, you can call me anytime. If you got any questions about the program is really is nice, and whenever you have somebody that is working out there, they come back to visit you, or they call you up and say, do you have any more graduates or any more people to work? So that makes you even more happy, that you're doing that there is a message out there. We see there is a link being posted here. um, I know that you can see the screen. I think you can see it. um, for DCC EDU Electronic Servicing Technology .espy. As I said, we're more than welcome if you guys want to arrange coming down here to look at what we have. Please, more than welcome to do so. Um, and then I'm available for questions. If you got any questions, you can chat. I got the chat page open now to read or answer your questions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Elmajor. Appreciate it for explaining. So if you have any questions for the electronic service technology, he'll be glad to assist you. Also, if you would like to come and see the the site. We're in building 22 on Delgado City Park campus, so you're welcome. Just let us know. Also, his email, he'll put his email in there too. You can always email him. So Ms. Elnajar will add his email to the chat. So you can always email him, set up a time that you want to come to campus and be able to see the lab. So we can provide that for you. Any questions before we move on? Okay, Ms. Elnajar, you're gonna have to on your screen to stop sharing. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so is Alex back on? Not yet. Okay, so I'll go ahead on and start sharing with the next program. Okay, so.
We do have a question asking which building is the Computer Network Technology Department located?
Computer Network is also located at Delgado City Park campus, building 22, building 22. And I see Mr. McMillan, as soon as I go over this program here, the electrical electronics, I'll let you take back over. Okay, this is another program that we have at Delgado, the Electrical Electronics Engineering Technology program. It is also Associate of Science degree program. And also the program, what does it do? The program here helps you to work with engineers in the field, okay? And based on that, it could be in a laboratory, it could be in the office, construction site, manufacturing plant. It could just be in various different locations, but you would be working with engineers, okay? So you're like the helper, but a little bit more than the helper, because you also have to know some of the features of being an engineering tech and how to perform tasks. So you're just not the person just going to help. You're going to do a little bit more than help. Also, the program is a 2-year program, and it has 2 accreditations, the ACME and the ABET. So under the engineering segment, one of the best for accreditation is the ABET. So we do have both the ACME and the ABET for this program. And yes, it is for 2 years. Okay, now some of the things that are electrical, because we said based on the 2 features, we have the electrical engineer. Each one can do a different task, okay? As for here, you can see that they do diagrams, okay? Also, they have to inspect certain items to make sure they're up to a standard. You have standard codes that you have to follow and make sure they are correct, okay? Also, they check for problems, okay? They have to solve those problems. Also, they have to do repairing. So they make sure that the things that they're working with, they have to work, okay? They have to work. So that's what they do on the electrical engineering technician item. So this is what they do. This is their job, a little bit more, but this is right now the main focus that they have. Also the electronics engineering technician. So you see you have 2 different areas that you can branch into. So they do the circuitry. Okay, they're all about the circuitry. They have to do the prototypes to see, okay, once we have this, this is what it's supposed to look like. From here, let's build this and see how it's going to work. Also, they have to assemble and test to make sure these things work, and they have to replace and adjust. So they do a lot of the legwork as for items that are created. From the engineers. They will sit there, create a prototype of it, make sure the circuitry and things of that work. And it has to work, because if it doesn't work, then hey, it's like a computer, it has circuitry in it. If the circuitry doesn't work, the computer doesn't come on. Same type of structure there. So you can go into, you can see now 2 different directions once you go into the actual degree, okay? Also jobs ranging from 39 to 65, because if you didn't know, in the engineering field, they do have some jobs that is Tech 1, Tech 2, Tech 3. And based on those tech numbers, your salary will go up. Okay, so your salary goes up with that. So more experience, higher salary. Also, I want to show you from the electrical and the electronics, two different jobs you see there right here in New Orleans and Baton Rouge. So you can see that, yes, their field is open, and yes, that you can get employed. So I just wanted to, and that was yesterday, I pulled that information up. Okay, so this is current. What you're seeing is current. So letting you know that, hey, they have some positions for this here in Louisiana. I don't have to go out of state. And just to give you some ideas about exactly where they're located. So I want you to see that. And they also list some items of what they have to do, okay, as for the job. And the one I used was the Zip Recruiter. Indeed also had jobs of that, but I used the Zip Recruiter and pulled that one in. So just to show you, we do have that current job demand here in our Louisiana, okay, in our state. Okay, so it just depends on where you want to work. Also, I can now go ahead and take questions, anything you want to ask. Anyone? Okay, no
Excuse me.
questions. Yes, go ahead.
I just wanted to know that if you all right now this meeting is about the architecture, or did I just
It's several
Kind of.
programs. It's not just one. We have several programs under engineering technology. So we want to introduce you to all the programs we have, and then
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can make a decision on exactly which field you would like to go into. So it's an introduction to it.
Yes, ma'am. I actually interested with this architecture program with AutoCAD and 3D drawings.
Mm-hmm.
And
That would be I can answer any questions that you have regarding that. My contact information is actually in the chat. I'll copy it again. If you want to email me, and maybe we can set up a meeting so you can look at our campus, our facilities, if you would like that. So the architecture program, again, I don't know if you're here when I started at the beginning. The architecture program, all three of them, so it's three different construction related majors: computer aided drafting and design, architectural design and technology, and then also civil engineering technology as well. All three of those programs are 2 years. They also have certificates. CAD has a certificate of CAD, which is a 1-year program. And also the civil has a 1-year construction management certificate as well. And so you can actually double major. We've had several students that have double majored, maybe in architecture and civil or architecture and CAD, and that's absolutely doable within the time frame that you have with us for those 2 years.
also, I have a question. Look, I'm not from here. I'm Turkish, and I have education at Turkey, which I have a master's degree on mining and recycling materials,
Sure.
which metals. And if I just wonder if you all accept any classes that I have to take, and in my transcript that you all can accept any classes that I don't need to take anymore. Like, because my financial situation is a little bit shaky right now, and I'm trying to find some funds for
Right.
to go to school, but I have some experience on AutoCAD and experience on 3D Max.
Right.
And I'm not perfect, but I want to learn it. I want to get licenses, and I want to work on this field because I just got bored, because I'm a refrigeration technician over here.
Right.
I'm a mechanic, and I can draw mechanic parts too, which I want to learn how to draw materials onto computer screen.
So I do want to bring up, and you brought up two very important points. One of them is we do offer for the students that are currently enrolled in either three of the any of the three programs. We do offer Autodesk certification in those software, right? So whether it's Revit, AutoCAD, or Inventor, we offer certification. So that's directly, basically Autodesk also stating that, you've passed the exam that states that basically you're proficient in that software. The other thing that I do want to bring up is that we do offer, we've just started, actually, we're going to start this year, a scholarship opportunity for students that are in the construction related majors. So that is meant for students after you've passed that first year, in the second semester of the program, you apply for the scholarship. And if you get it, it'll go towards your second year essentially of school. So that is something that, if you wanted to talk more about that, I would be more than happy, like I said, to, hold, a virtual meeting even. But the other thing, going back to the transcript, we do accept foreign transcripts, but they do have to go through a process of being validated. It can't just be directly from your institution. You're going to have to contact the registrar's office, and I can help you with all of that afterwards. And we can set up a meeting, a virtual meeting or an in-person meeting, and you can look at our facilities. But there is a process that you would have to follow. But absolutely, I mean, we want to help you as much as we can. And if, there are things, for instance, that you've already taken AutoCAD, which it sounds like if you've already gotten to 3D Max, you already have, then definitely we want to make sure that you don't have to repeat unnecessary information. But at the same time, keep in mind, like if you're in the program, you will have the opportunity of testing for free for the certification exam, which ordinarily is $300. By being a student of ours, you would do that for free. And so we would prepare you if you did take the classes, and we would, that class would prepare you also for the examination. So just keep that in mind. But my information, I don't know if you can see it, it's in the chat box. Just take a picture, or can you see the chat box? No? Okay. Let me give you my email.
If you sent that message again, I can take the screenshot of it and I will turn you back.
Okay, let me put it, can you see the chat box? Because I just put it up in the chat box. It just went through.
Yeah. I took a picture of it and I will reach you from there.
That sounds good. Well, it was a pleasure to meet you, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
Thank you so much. I actually really will be happy if I can get any license around here, because even if I'm an engineer, I cannot use it around here, which not good for me. So I would like to be a student and move forward on this thing, that this is the thing that I want to do. So yeah.
Sounds good. We'll be here to help you.
All right. Thank you, ma'am, so much.
I'll hand it over to Alex. Alex, are you back?
Yes, I'm back. A little technical difficulty, but taken care of.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that, y'all. One thing in technology, you have to be flexible, right? So just that is something I preach in my classes. Flexibility and adaptability in IT is crucial. So, case in point, right? My computer went out on me. I had to bring up my laptop and I'm back. So you do what you have to do. But so let me just kind of go through the slides I'd prepared for you. Again, networking is very in demand right now. We have plenty of potential businesses to go into. And but let me show you a little bit about what we have as far as software in our degree path. Right now, I really do love the Packet Tracer. It's a Cisco product that allows you to emulate networks, and instead of just trying to remember the theory, you're going to actually see the information move throughout the network as you build it. So a really nice tool for students for configuring and managing networks. And we also have live virtual labs, which are live virtual machines that are spun up on a server in the cloud, and you manage and configure those machines, okay? And, you know, networking today is mostly remote these days. So you might remote into a device to configure it, a router or a switch. You might remote into computers for maintenance, things like that. So this kind of gives you a leg up on that that practice of remoting into computers. So just a little, you know, this is just a couple of things that we do in the degree path. For a snapshot of kind of what we cover a lot of information. Most of our classes are geared towards industry standard certifications. So A+, Network Plus, and Linux Plus, or CompTIA certifications. You can see the job descriptions or job titles below those. We also do Microsoft exam classes that are geared towards those Windows Server 2016 right now, and the Modern Desktop 100, or the Windows 10 operating system. So these are kind of core skill sets that you're going to use across the board for any company you go to. So that's kind of a nice little snapshot of what we're doing. And speaking of companies, you can go pretty much anywhere and find networking jobs, because every business has a network. There's just no way around it these days, unless you're all on pen and paper and giving out hard receipts. You are on a network.
Mr.
So
McMillan, can you show the slides for them so they can see it? Because we just seen computer network technology.
okay, it says I'm sharing. Am I not sharing?
Yeah, you're sharing, but we only see slide 1 right now. The other slides are very small, so you know what I'm saying. There's not running through the slideshow.
Okay.
Or just click on each individual slide. We can still see it there. It'll be larger.
Yeah, I'm doing a slideshow. It should be. Let me stop sharing. I'll do it again. See if there
Okay.
was.
Thank you. So they can see those items you were
Yeah,
talking
exactly.
about.
I spent
So they
some
can
time
view.
working on those. I want them to see it. Okay, well, I will just not do the slideshow, and I will walk you through. Let's see.
You have to go back to the beginning one, because I think, yeah, it's running to the end. So go back to the
Yeah, I
beginning.
went
Click
straight to
other
the
button.
end.
Thank you for your patience, everyone. Technology, I tell you, it's a difference. There you go. It's showing now.
Okay, so this is where we started off. Everyone's seeing the next slide now?
Yes, we are.
Okay, great. So back to what I was saying before, some of these softwares that we're using right now, Cisco Packet Tracer actually lets us look in depth into the information as it passes through each node of the network. We're using those live virtual labs that are real-time operating systems in the cloud. And here you go. This is the industry standard materials that we were covering. Talked about the A+, Network Plus, and Linux Plus. Those are CompTIAs, and then the Microsoft kind of material that we're going to go over in each one of the courses. Okay, so we're talking about businesses that networks are needing. And these are just a few of the businesses that you can go work at. We have local businesses, we have national businesses, we have healthcare, we have government agencies. So every one of these has a network and needs professionals to come and maintain those networks. So there's a lot of opportunity out there, and we just need to take advantage of it. Oh gosh. So a quick snapshot of what you can kind of think about as far as your earning potential in a few of these occupations. And keep in mind, you're going to start at the bottom. Just like every other industry you go into, you're going to have to work your way up. So the entry level, not bad though. I mean, living wages here in Louisiana for sure. Soon enough, you're going to get to the annual average, and then hopefully you'll move up as far as you want to go. Now, some businesses want you to start at the bottom because they want to train you in exactly what you want, what kind of niche they have for you in their networking environment. So they might pay for you to go back to school. They might pay for certifications to get, I don't know, cloud certified and, AWS or Azure, Microsoft Azure certified. So just keep that in mind, okay? Your potential is really whatever you can imagine in networking. And I guess I just went back around to where I started last time. So thanks from CNET. I appreciate it. I want y'all to come see us, come talk to us if you have any questions. I'm sure Nikki will put out our information to everyone that's here, and we look forward to seeing you. Okay, that's all I got. Hand it back to Nikki.
Okay, Nikki, I have one more program, so I'm going to continue, okay?
FYI, Alex has a question in the chat box. Do you cover CCNA and MCSE exams?
Some of the concepts are covered. Now we don't have the material for the CCNA and the MCSA in particular, but all the core concepts are covered in what we're teaching in the degree path. So technically no, but yes. That I'm sure that doesn't help you, but if you need to speak with me further about it, we can always get together.
Mr. McMillan, put in your email address so that Mr. Harris, Evan Harris, can actually talk to you on one-on-one. Thank you. Any other questions for CNET? Anyone else? No? Okay, I'm going to go over the last program in our engineering technology program that is presenting today. I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay, the program that I'm going over, Instrumentation and Control, this is associate degree, but the true nature of the program is called Process Technology. The reason why this program was created is because all of the plants that we have in Louisiana, so we needed people to take care of the plants. So that's why this comes in, but it's really process technology. Some quick, as they talk about names, instead of saying process technology, we also say P-Tech. It's the P-Tech program. So here in Louisiana, you know, we have sugar cane, we have the crude oil, and we do the chemicals. You know, we have a lot of chemical plants. So based on that, that's why this field was created, so that students would be able to know how to run the particular plants, take care of them by safety controls, which is major for a plant. So that's why the program of P-Tech was created, because industry was saying we needed skilled people who understand these types of terms and know how to work on the equipment. Okay, so that's why process technology field was created. As I stated here, types of facilities we have: the chemical, the oil, the manufacturing, and also food, you know, and we love food here in Louisiana. Some of the companies you see, Phillips 66, Shell, I know you know Shell, Energy, all of them have plants. They have to have people to work those plants, and they have to do it in a safety format, okay? That's the key thing, is safety segment. Okay, also with this, if you see the technician right here, he's replacing a wellhead. Okay, so you also have to do maintenance in a plant. So the techs will learn how to do the maintenance, how to use the actual different types of equipment that they have to use to take things apart, put them back together. So it's a lot involved in there. Students in the program, in the classroom, we have equipment that you will work on so that you learn how to do this. You'll know how to take this piece apart and fix it and put it back. So yes, some of you might say in the field, it's basically computers. Well, yes, the computers can run it, but when a particular item breaks, the computer cannot fix it. So we need technicians to go in to fix the parts, fix gauges. Sometimes gauges go out. They have to get somebody to go fix the gauge. So everything, as it says, cannot run by the computer. So we do need hands-on, and that's where the process technicians come in and make sure that the equipment is still functioning effectively, okay, because it has to do that. Okay, also for the job, as for the salary, 45 to 60,000 in between. Also, you have a lot of good benefits with the segments, the 401k, all retirement, dental, all of those are in there. Now, you will be working longer hours, okay, because at the particular plant, sometimes you're on a 12-hour shift, you're doing shifts, so a little bit different. And also, ladies, this is open to you. Most of it thinks it's just men, but no, we have ladies now in this field, and it is good money. Okay, they work well with men, because remember, diversity is the key thing, and a team player. Okay, because you're going to be working with many different people at different shifts. Okay, it's not going to always be the same person. So they have a lot of benefits for it, but like I said, you will work long hours, but the pay will show up based on those long hours. So it is a good job to have, is the process tech. Any questions you would like to ask about this particular field that we have a lot in Louisiana, a lot of plants? Any questions I can answer for you? Any questions? Okay, no questions. Then Nikki, I will turn it back over to you. Okay, let me stop sharing. All right.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So I'm just going to double check to make sure we don't have any questions on Facebook. And I think we got all the questions answered that were in the chat. Oh, we have one more question. Does the CNET program offer internships, or will they need to search for an internship themselves?
That has been a very challenging part of the program over the last year. So we're slowly getting back into it. But we do try to work with our community partners and get people placed, get students placed in businesses to get that real world experience. What we've been doing in the interim with the pandemic is actually just going into our lab, and I set up scenarios where students will set up servers, set up computers, connect all the computers, set up switches, configure all of them. So I try to simulate what you might see in the field in that way, but we're kind of in that gray area right now of being able to go back into the field. So again, I hope that kind of answered your question. Maybe not.
All right. So again, thank you all so much for joining us today. We are getting close to the top of the hour. And so thank you to all of our presenters. So much good information. This has been live streamed to Facebook, so y'all can access this event on our Facebook page at Delgado Recruit. And thank you all for coming today. I hope you all have a wonderful one.
Okay, thank you. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Hey, y'all, thank you.